Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. And today's video we have some high MMR gameplay, like around 3100 by Briggszy. Briggszy is rocking video, guys. Briggszy is rocking a heavy meta team with a Lucky Tongue and Medi Lantern core. Medi Lantern is like by far the safest two Pokemon you could run in the current Open Great League format, and Lucky Tongue being like the neutral slash anti current meta. Because the meta is like filled of Azu, Lantern, and Medi, and technically Lucky Tongue is the only one that does that great against all of these. Yes, the Ox's defense does great, but the Ox's defense is such a bad Pokemon nowadays. Because the fact that you have to fight for alignment, then you have to swap out after your Psycho Boost to give up alignment, which you worked hard to do, is just giving it like a setback a bit. Here in this matchup, if you have Spark, you win. If you don't have Spark, you actually don't win. You lose to Dugong, because Dugong is such a freak of a Pokemon nowadays. I think he needs to throw here because they get to the move right there. So that's like a wise decision by Briggszy. And now let's see what's he gonna do, what the opponent gonna bring. What do they have in the back? It's actually a Lantern, and Medi is good at beating those Lanterns. It's probably Medi is like the best meta answer to Lantern, so that's where like Medi comes in handy. So now all he cares about is just getting an advantage here, either forcing them to shield, forcing them to throw, getting them low. So this is a wise decision by Briggszy. He didn't throw because he would rather them dumping their energy on his 1 HP Pokemon rather than just he throw their energy and then they still like have lots of energy. He goes into Lucky Tongue. Why? I think because he would rather like take the energy here better. They brought back the Medi. There is no point of shielding at this point, but he has lots of energy, and this energy might comes in handy because this Body Slam is gonna grab a shield, right? Because they were a bit low. And if they let it go, they will get farmed down by whatever Briggszy has. So there will be the Psychic comes in there, and now Briggszy doesn't need to throw anything. He can actually farm down. I think that's that was 6, so it's Ice Punch, right? And now let's see what's he gonna do. He's just going straight Psychic. So Psychic number 1 not landed. What about Psychic number 2? Should be landed, and Briggszy should win game number 1. That was a good game, sir. Moving into the next one. He has an Altaria. Lucky Tongue wins the one. I don't know about the two if they go straight Sky Attack. I think Lucky Tongue wins if they go straight Sky Attack. If they Moonblast, I think Altaria win. I am not sure. I need to check the sims. So Body Slam number 1 landed. Now we have a Body Slam number 2. Let's see what they do. They throw Sky Attack. That's low-key better for the Lucky Tongue. So let's see what's gonna happen at this point. Usually I don't like shielding here because I would rather get some farm on the Lantern, which Briggszy did. So look at this. He's gonna get lots of energy here. So yes, this might mean that they will hard counter him, but I don't expect that to happen because Trevenant technically doesn't exist in the meta, even though I just recorded a video about some Trevenant battles. So make sure to check that out as well. Ice Punch comes in here, does like enough damage. So if I'm Briggszy, I would no shield. He did no shield because he knows that he doesn't need this. All he need is to farm them down, and this is a Weather Ball, so he doesn't need to shield. 1 2 3 4. That's some amazing farm down, and at this point the A/slash should have no clay, and all Briggszy is gonna do is just farm down and farm then throw, farm down then throw, but opponent realized that they top left. Medi in the lead. So Lucky Tongue, if you're throwing good timing, actually wins the 0. So that's why timing is crucial in this matchup specifically, because you either win the 0 or you lose the 0. So let's see what Briggszy is gonna do. Opponent swapped into Snorlax. That's a G-Fisk. I felt like I read Snorlax somewhere. So what's he gonna do? I mean, opponent is trying to bait out the Medi, but again, he doesn't have an answer. Like, he doesn't have another answer, right? He's gonna throw Ice Punch before they get to the second EQ. And that's enough to KO. So now they should bring back their own Medi. Is it worth the shield? I mean, if it's Psychic, then yes. But Briggszy decided to no shield, and now he decided to go and get some energy lead on his Lantern. He need to shield this if it's Psychic, and he did successfully shield, and now he commit for the full farm down. and they have a Diggersby in the back. Is this the home slice Henry team? Okay, this is low-key bad because he's a Spark, but Spark overall is better in the current meta. Water Gun is kind of bad. I literally was trying to make some games running Water Gun Lantern, and I ended up losing so many games. What's gonna happen here? He's just gonna throw these body slams after body slam after body slam, and hopefully he can call a bait. So let's see, is he gonna call a bait? His win con is basically calling a bait. Briggszy, why, my guy? That was your win con. Remember, guys, he's the... Oh my, dude. Spark does 1 damage to Diggersby, and Diggersby is like low-key HP weighted, so it basically does nothing. Okay, moving to the next one. We have Lickitung into Lantern. Such a good lead for Briggszy and for his Lickitung. They swap into Lantern. Sorry, Noctowl. He goes to his Lantern, and this game should be at... it should be tough for the opponent to win, unless they have something that want this thing to be baited out. It's most likely going to be some Sand Slash in the back, and maybe should destroy it. So let's see. Shadow Ball number 2, and he's going to be able to farm down. This is like the best winning swap scenario, where like you win the swap with lots of energy and 1 HP, so they can't farm you down. So sorry, they cannot get lots of energy on you, and you can still chip their second Pokemon. Like, look at how much work that Lantern did. Opponent is running like basically the most common team in the current meta, which is the Noctowl, Lantern, and Medicham. This is a good shield, not gonna lie. I like it. Now he's going straight Body Slam at this point. Body Slam, you get it in 6 fast moves, 6 counters, which is 12 licks. But Body Slam is much better than Ice Punch. Ice Punch is always 6. And he wins this game because he has a full HP Pokemon. And moving into the next one, we have an LNDS. They are running a Gliscopod in the lead. They swap Registeel to bait out the Medi because they might be ABB Steel. But again, this is his only answer. So I mean, Water Gun Lantern can beat Registeel comfortably, but Spark Lantern struggles to do that because you lack the fast move pressure. I agree with Briggszy throwing, but this might be punishing because the Gliscopod is going to farm him down. But remember, he can just Psychic and get a shield, so it's technically the same. Yes, they get lots of energy. Wait, what? They no shielded? What was that? Now they don't have health. Like, Liquidation might now debuff him. And there is the Sand Slash. Good thing that he didn't swap out, not gonna lie. Ice Punch comes in here, and he's going straight Body Slam. This is how good of a matchup is this for the Lickitung. Low-key a horrible matchup for A-Slash, and decent matchup for Lickitung. He's just gonna keep throwing these Body Slams after Body Slam after Body Slam. Now they throw. His play is no shield, and then get out. Just get out. I think this is a drill run, but they can still bait. I don't agree with the bait. Like baiting that doesn't do them anything. And Briggszy win the game without even needing to shield the second one. Azu in the lead. They swap out. This is good for him because now he can just Body Slam this Toxicroak and then goes to his Medi. Now they shielded. That's amazing because now he can shield the Sludge and get to a decent farm then throw. So let's see what Briggszy gonna do. He threw the Ice Punch, which means if they no shield, they can still get to a big move. So he doesn't need to shield this regardless. But he has some decent energy. He has the alignment. That Azu is gonna be locked in a bad matchup. He threw the Psychic number 1. Is he gonna get the debuff? Let's see. Psychic number 1. And then he swapped. I agree with this swap technically because he has 2 answers to the Azu, so he doesn't care about alignment. And they swapped into G-Fisk, and now they are trying to commit to farm him down. A good Lickitung can still get to a second Power Whip if they decided to farm him down. So let's see. Does he have a good Lickitung? He does have a good Lickitung. See, guys? That's why you need a good Lickitung. In a matchup like this, you can get to another matchup. And now he can just go Medi and force them to throw a move, and he can Spark down at this point and just bully the Azu in the back. Oh my, they get to the move. I mean, they didn't do enough damage but I guess Briggszy wasn't counting. They did 3 above 100, so EQ minus 65, that's 35, and then they did 3 above, so it's still less than 65, so they didn't have the EQ. So Dragonite lead, you need to shield a superpower, and you outpace, so if you shield a Dragon Claw, you can still outpace, so shielding isn't a bad idea. Okay, now he goes to Licky. They swap to Quag. Usually they have a Jellicent in the back. I assumed like the Plipnir team. So let's see what they run in the back. It's gonna be or G-Fisk because they need like some massive bulk. Usually Dragonite has 2 Mud Boys or... Oh my. Okay, I think... so I was doing on my live stream at twitch.tv/YasserLead with Briggszy. And he told me here that he wasn't counting and he just tapped the move. So yeah, it could be like a misplay, but also... Okay, he was able to spark. So let's see. This matchup is cope because he need to call a bait or shield a nuke. And he still need to get 3 moves because at this point 2 surfs do not KO. Look at that. Hopefully he no shield the rock slide. Okay, shielded an EQ. He can still get to another move and grab the last shield. What's this opponent gonna do? His swap should be up soon. Okay, they get to the EQ. Now all he needs to do is just farm, get to and 1 Ice Punch, tap the move. He should feint there, but opponent I guess came in late. So they lagged for a turn. And then he won that. I mean, sometimes it happens to you, sometimes it happens to them. Either ways, it's not the end of the world. You know, like lag gives you wins, lag takes wins from you, right? Sand Slash in the lead. This is a horrible matchup for the Sand Slash. Like Lickitung wins this straight body slam. You don't even need to power whip or something. And opponent swap to Whimsicott. So this team doesn't have a Whimsicott answer. So he has to stay in. This Lickitung has to be their team, I guess, at this point. He's throwing in good timing 3 times so far. That's very impressive, Briggszy. They shielded, which is good for him. Now he needs to shield a nuke or no shield a small move. And this was a nuke, so that was a good shield, actually. Timing wasn't ideal, but it's fine because this KOs, so the move won't register. They brought back the A-Slash. You still live this as a Lickitung if they throw the Ice Punch, but you don't live the other one. They have Sableye in the back, and in this matchup, Lantern is supposed to win this. And they shielded the Surf. Now it's actually a very comfortable win for the Lantern. So let's see what's gonna happen. He no-shielded a foul play. Thunderbolt comes in here. Yeah, he actually needed double Surf. And at this point, you counter all the way down. You can shield once, keep countering, and then... I mean, what's this gonna do? Not like 20%, 30%? That's it, right? And this Ice Punch is supposed to KO. I mean, 1 counter was supposed to do that as well. Now, moving into the last game, I think this is the last one. Oh no, there is another one after. Dragonair in the lead. Dragonair is such a copium Pokemon. It's not that good unless you play like the Bastiodon team. Because with Dragonair, you just fight for alignment, and then you just go down the shield, and then Bastiodon just get aligned versus the flyer, and then you win the game. Opponent here tried to catch on Medi. This is not as bad for him. And Briggszy going in Lantern. This is actually a very good play. Like, he went in Lantern here because he doesn't want his Lantern to be aligned against the Dragonair. So if he is going to use his Lantern, it must be here, even though this might not be a perfect matchup for him. I would undercharge here a bit to lose this matchup intentionally, but it's not the end of the world. Like, you can farm down, and now Surf does enough damage to beat the Dragonair. You know, shield here. I think you go to your own Medi, and then you counter down. They don't have an answer to that, and that should be a win for Briggszy. Moving to the last game here, and they have a Frostlass, and they swapped into a Snorlax. Briggszy punished them by going into Medi. You cannot counter down here. You actually have to throw a move if you wanna go to your own Medi. And they did get to a second one, so he has to shield and farm all the way down. Do one counter, then throw, just to make sure you're throwing on a Frostlass. or you just see a fast move, then you react based on that. His Medi, look at, dude, what a very Pokemon. Look at that, getting 2 moves, KOing one Pokemon, chipping the other one, and now let's see what's gonna happen. They have an Obstagoon. We don't have an answer to Obstagoon anymore. He goes to his own Lantern, and opponent is over farming by 1,000,000, so this must be a Hyper Beam. I don't mind shielding this, because if they don't have Hyper Beam, they usually throw at 5, but since they over farm, that means they have it. So now he needs this move, and them having Hyper Beam means they don't have a cross job. So all he needs to do is just to get to this Body Slam. They swap to Frostlass. He can safely shield this and throw before they get to... I guess you can just throw Body Slam and farm down after. That's actually a very good play as well. And now, let's see. It's going to be a race to a charge move. I mean, he lives there a charge move because, again, they don't have cross chop, right? That's why you run cross chop. I guess opponent is worrying about Azu because he's weak to Azu in the lead. And that was the last game. Thank you so much to Briggszy for sending me this. But I mean, he didn't send me. We were like literally live on stream. But yeah, very well played. Nice gameplay by Briggszy. And he climbed to 3100 MMR with this team. So if you have these Pokemons, here is a good team for you if you want to climb in the Open Great League. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. And if you like the video, make sure to leave a like, to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace.